Right to the air. Here's Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, it's Murray. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken. And it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's Allen. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Allen's throw is complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bengals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Draymond Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Murray with a 3rd and long. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Allen. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Gibson again.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Antonio Gibson,
his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the 31, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Gibson running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Quick completion here to Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Nevis knocks this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
A final shot before half for Murray. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Allen's throw there complete to Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, here's Gibson again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen now looks to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And here's a give to Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deontay Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Mevis for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. First down, Murray.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Murray now on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Murray off play action. Steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. On third down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd and 10, Allen.
He's got it to Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. And he's taken down inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On play action, Allen on the move to his left. This one left side caught by Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check. Fresno. Middle. Check 15. No.
They'll run with Gibson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Murray. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now Murray's got to have this one. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he?
Under pressure, they got him again. John Franklin Myers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So Allen's going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball.